Welcome to this video about how to create your first list of views or RecyclerView in Jetpack Compose. You probably know how to do a RecyclerView, a list of views in the previous way, where you use XMLs and RecyclerView, adapters and view holders, etc. But you are wondering, or you never do before, how to do a RecyclerView in Jetpack Compose. For this specific point, I will try my best to keep it simple and straight to the point. So from this, you have a point of start and you can start to experiment. So let's go to the code and see how we can do this. So if you want to create just a list of views, the only thing you need to do is just use a column. So you will use a column, you don't need to add anything. And here you just create a for, and you just put here, I don't know, I in 0 to 100, for example, and then from 100, you can use, for example, this text view that's just commented because we don't need anymore. And here we just put this one here, and instead of use the name, let's use the I. All right, so it just rerun. This is a simple view. Hello Android, as it was before. So now we're gonna see hello 1, hello 2, hello 3. That's it until 100. Okay. So let's wait a little bit until this one is running. Cool. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. So in this point, you just are creating a list of views. Okay. So it's very simple. It's no need to. We don't need to make it longer than this. So create a column, a for loop, bam, and you put inside, whatever you want to. So now, if you want to create a recycle view where you can actually scroll, so instead of create a column, let's comment this part. Okay, let's comment this part, and you want to create a scrollable. So for that, you create a lazy column. Let's remove this part, and here in the lazy column, you can do exactly the same. So, but instead of use a for, use items. Okay, so use items. Here on items, we have the count, and in this count, you just put 100, for example. Okay, so here on this 100, the only thing you need to do is just copy this part. You put it inside. The only thing is this one is like it's like a for loop, but without the index. So let's use the name in this case. Okay, so if you want to create a for loop without using anything, just the repeating like 100 times in this case, we just let's use the $sign. Cool. So now in this case, we rerun it again. We're gonna have here 100 times. Hello Android. Yep, we terminate, and now we can actually see how we have 100 times hello Android, but as you can see, how we scroll up and down is perfect. So that is all. And if we want to create a lazy column, which is a recycle view in Jetpack Compose, but with the item and with the index, what we can use actually is the item indexed. So in this case, we don't need the code. We don't need this count. We just remove the count itself. And what we're gonna do, to create this is we're gonna create a variable with a list of strings, for example. Okay. So let's keep it simple. Alphabet, and here on the alphabet we're gonna put list of, and here on the list of we're gonna say A, Y, Z. Cool. So now we have this alphabet, and what we can do is now just copy this alphabet name of the variable and we put it inside. And now it's complaining because we actually need two parameters. One is the index and the other is the item itself. So we're gonna put index, for example, and the item. Yep, here item. And now we put this arrow, and now it's complaining that. So in the first item, the first parameter is gonna be the number of each row. Okay, the position of each row. The second is going to be the item itself. In this case, you have a string, but it can be an int, it can be anything, it can be even an object. So it depends of what is this. So what kind of list of objects is this? In this case, it's just a list of strings. So let's have a look. Hello item, and your. So let's put this. Your position is. And now we can actually add an index. All right. So now we can actually rerun it again. Let's have a look. Let's see what is displaying. Yeah. Cool. So it's a hello A, which is the A, B, C, D, F, whatever. Okay, until the Z. But in this case, you know, we cannot scroll because it's not big enough. So what we can do in this case is let's just copy this part and add a couple of times. All right, so we can actually the same and the same. Perfect. So now we run it again, and we actually can see how we can scroll in this specific one. All right, so it's running now. All right, so now we have it set, and now the A again is 26. Now we scroll down, scroll up, etc. So if you are familiar with the previous approach, where it was, you need to create a Recyclerview, and then you need to create the adapter, and then you need to create the view holder and all these things. So everything is pretty much done, you know, in these few lines of code. Okay, so this is the basics. This is the starting point, and from here you can experiment.